Alright, so here's what's going down with Harvard, Trump, and a whole lot of federal cash. Harvard University just filed a lawsuit against the Trump administration. Why? Because the government froze $2 billion in federal research funding. And I'm not talking about pocket change here. This money goes directly into critical disease research like pediatric cancer, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. Harvard says this freeze isn't just unfair, it's actually unlawful and could set back medical science for years. So why did the Trump administration pull the plug? According to them, Harvard and other elite universities weren't doing enough to curb anti-Semitism or scale back diversity initiatives. The White House basically called the funding a gravy train that's coming to a stop. They've set up a new government task force to review at least 60 universities, and it's not just about Harvard. Other Ivy League schools are also in the crosshairs. Cornell had $1 billion suspended, Brown, $500 million, and Columbia University almost lost $400 million, but decided to partially comply with the government's demands. So what are these demands exactly? They include federal audits of what universities are teaching, who they're hiring, and even who gets admitted. Harvard says, hold on, that's a federal takeover. The university's president, Alan Garber, who's Jewish himself, admitted there have been anti-Semitism issues on campus. But he says Harvard's already working on it, and this funding freeze is just an overreach with some pretty severe and long-lasting consequences. This fight isn't happening in a vacuum. There's a bigger political battle going on. Trump accused universities of not protecting Jewish students during protests about Gaza and U.S. support for Israel. Now, it's turning into a showdown: federal funding versus campus autonomy. And there's big money at stake. Harvard gets about $9 billion a year, mostly for research. If this lawsuit doesn't go Harvard's way, it could lose even more. Its tax-exempt status and its ability to enroll international students could be on the chopping block. Meanwhile, public confidence in higher education is dropping. Gallup polls from last summer show people across the political spectrum are losing trust, especially Republicans, who see universities as pushing political agendas. Former President Obama, a Harvard alum, is siding with the university, calling the freeze unlawful. But in the court of public opinion, the jury's still out. So what's next? For now, it's a standoff. Harvard in court, the Trump administration digging in, and billions of dollars hanging in the balance. However this plays out, it's clear the relationship between government and higher education is changing. And everyone, students, researchers, and the public, will feel the impact. That's the latest on the Harvard funding freeze. If you want to stay updated, make sure to subscribe. I'll keep breaking it down as this story unfolds.